Vairagya is one of the most essential qualities in spiritual life, often translated as detachment. It does not mean staying aloof or abandoning responsibilities. Instead, it is an inner state where a person sees the temporary nature of all things and stops clinging to them with greed, fear, or emotional dependence. A person who develops Vairagya shows certain clear characteristics. First, there is a natural reduction in desire. The mind no longer runs after pleasures with restlessness. Luxuries, entertainments, and sensual indulgences gradually lose their grip. However, this is not forced. The person does not suppress desires with effort, but rather, desires themselves fade away because the mind begins to see their inability to give real satisfaction. Second, such a person develops emotional independence. Their peace does not depend on people, praise, possessions, or success. Gain or loss, victory or defeat, honor or insult, these opposites touch them only on the surface. Internally, they remain calm and stable. This is not due to coldness, but due to maturity. Third, there is simplicity and lightness in life. Instead of constant planning and chasing, the person lives in a natural and content way. Even when performing duties sincerely, there is no inner burden or anxiety. They accept whatever comes and whatever leaves without excessive joy or sorrow. Letting go becomes easy because the attachment itself is not strong. Fourth, Vairagya reflects even in spiritual practice. Such a person does not run after mystical experiences, psychic powers, or visions. All these are seen as distractions. The main attraction is towards truth itself, God, self, or reality. The heart longs for what is eternal, not for brief spiritual entertainment. Without Vairagya, the ego remains involved and might start using spirituality as another way to seek security, pleasure, identity, and superiority. The ego might continue to remain active beneath the surface of spiritual life. The individual starts to use spiritual methods not for liberation, but for psychological comfort, escape, identity, and superiority. As a result, certain unhealthy tendencies might appear. Spirituality can become a form of escapism. A person may even start believing they are more evolved or superior to others. Due to anxiety and fear, an individual might become compulsive about practices, afraid to miss meditation sessions or ceremonies. People may convince themselves they are enlightened or that a deity is guiding them personally, where imagination replaces true realization. Vairagya protects against all these distortions. It cuts the roots of ego-driven desires and identity. It keeps spiritual life grounded in simplicity, humility, and clarity. Detachment ensures that spiritual practice remains a means of purification rather than another tool of the ego. In summary, Vairagya is a quiet inner freedom. One still lives in the world, works, loves, and participates, but without clinging. Neither pleasure nor pain can shake the inner balance. This dispassion gives rise to deep peace, clarity, and a natural movement towards spiritual realization.